Christopher Orvez, a man of many faces and masks. One of his many faces and his artistic perspective and views. You will be entering the mind of Chris to see just where and how he incorporates the skill of his art and films and actual artwork. It's been drawing ever since he is taught and still does even today. Though he is used to pursue his career, he recently changed lanes and decided to keep it as a hobby. The Humanities Mass Communications Department of Norwalk Community College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to the television future writers, directors, and personalities. And now join us, your host, Tai Jun-Roon, to meet the new director, Joseph Herrera.
Thank you for joining us. Today's edition of The New Directors. All of the people involved with this program are students in the television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you're about to meet are students behind the scenes, on and off the camera, working hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. Each student will write and direct 3 different productions. This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves, the productions they are planning, and give you a chance to get to know them and watch their progress as an NCC student in the film and TV production course. Today we will be meeting with an artist with an outstanding imagination and pursuit for happiness. We would like you to meet today's guest, Chris Orvez.
How's it going?
Tell us a little about your art, and also why is it so dark?
Well, ever since I was a little kid, I was always into dark subjects such as CSI, Stephen King books, Edgar Allan Poe, R.L. Stein. I think everybody's read Goosebumps. But there's a sea diver. My dad's a sailor, so I enjoy the sea too. That's a hand. That's my hand. Actual size. This is a figure. He looks very anorexic. I don't know what's up with him. This is a Star Wars character that I never finished. This is a turkey. Gobble gobble. Thanksgiving just passed, by the way. That's an elephant. A claw monster. Pretty crazy looking. I use highlighters to make that and a pen. Most of these are pen. And that's a Coca-Cola monster. He's kind of messed up. I don't know what's happening with him. It's the bee. I remember I had a book as a little kid that had like bugs in it and ants and stuff like that. It was an interesting story. It's a flip book. That's a glass chamber. Some sort of entity inside of it. That's a smiling face zombie guy. Some old lady with some crystal ball on her head. And that's probably Angel Death. That's actually the oldest drawing I have. And this one is one of the oldest too. It's by Monkey Smoking. That's Jaws. Some sort of Jaws monster. That's a boy with a balloon. And a monster's coming out of his head. I made that in high school. And that is some sort of monster. This is a hungry monster. It's always thinking about food. And this is a maniacal woman who's lost it. And this is a shadow monster, which I still didn't get to complete. That's actually done with pencil. I liked how it came out. That's an old lady sitting in an armchair. I never finished that. That's a monster. It's awfully hungry.
Could you tell us why you decided to take the TV production course?
I took the TV production course just to give it a shot. I was always interested in film as a little kid, so I thought I might as well give it a shot and find out what it's like. So using the programs and stuff like that definitely opened me up, and all the people here are really fun, and I like working with them. And I actually hope to work with them more, but we'll see how the classes go and see how that turns out. But overall, I like it.
What are some of the most useful things you've learned in the course?
I think the most useful skill I learned is the Avid, because I've never really used the program Avid. I've used similar programs such as iMovie, and Avid seems more complex and has a whole bunch of different functions that I didn't use when I was using iMovie. So it's definitely opened me up to a broader and more laid out design of a editing program.
Please tell us about the 3 projects you did for the class.
The first project I did is the sequence project, and I had a lot of fun working on that. My brother was in it, and he walks up to the front door, he rings the doorbell, and I greet him at the door with a severed head, but it's not a real severed head. It's a prop head that Nat gave me, but it's pretty funny, I think, at least. You guys can tell me what you think. This is the fall project. I had a lot of fun doing this because I enjoy nature a lot. I go hiking and skiing with my family, and we all enjoy nature, so this is definitely a step forward where I enjoy, and it's part of my past, so I definitely could relate and like have a good time actually putting this project together because it's nature, and who doesn't love nature? This is my orange project. I like how this came out. It definitely could use more. Like, I wanted to add more scenes and stuff like that, but with the limited amount of time that I had for the video, it's all that I could put together. But overall, I think it's one of my best projects.
Tell us about your best project.
My best project is the orange project, like I said before. And the reason I picked this project is because of all the ideas I could have put into it and the flexibility that I had with manipulating everything and making it the way I wanted to make it. And I enjoyed every moment of it, especially the fact that like some of these shots that I did, they were sporadic, like this one. The focus actually went on its own and I didn't have to manipulate it or do anything to it. It kind of just appeared like that and it fit the shot completely. Along with this scene where I take out the bandage and I'm getting ready to peel off the skin of on my face, which is actually orange peels, which was pretty fun to apply with latex. I had someone help me with that. My ex-girlfriend, Maria, helped me with that.
You mentioned a variety of things you have learned in this course. What was the most interesting and important skill you learned and how will you put it to use?
The most important skill I used was Avid, and I think Avid will help me a lot because the editing process is the most important part of film, not including the shots and what you're going to put as the ideas. So I definitely think that the techniques and skills that I use in Avid are definitely going to help me in future if I want to pursue film as a career. And also I enjoyed working as a group because that aspect, I love working with people, so I like that too.
Today we got to meet someone who enjoys a little art here and there. He has adventured into the unknown and came back alive. He has learned many elements of television production at the program offered at Norwalk Community College and plans to utilize his new skills as he moves forward in a career in communication. We would like to thank Chris Orvez for joining us today.
Thank you.
One of television's future directors, and we hope you will continue to join us each week to watch our progress. Thank you and good day.
This has been the New Directors with your host, Tae Jun Boom, and your director, Joseph Rivera. I'm your announcer, Ron Miner. The New Directors is a Norwalk Community College student productions.